Being aware of the need to identify potential hazards to staff, property, and customers, Salem Area Mass Transit District took advantage of the SDAO grant program to hire an intern tasked with the job of collecting and organizing potential hazard data.
I think a good experience is a safe, reliable ride to wherever they need to go. And that could be, the doctor's office, that could be to school, to the grocery store. And everybody has that standard that they expect to get there safely and soundly and in the most efficient manner.
Michael Majors recognized the need to have a comprehensive database in order to evaluate and make critical decisions relating to safety hazards. He also knew that gathering such a large amount of information was going to be a challenge.
Analyzing the information and kind of evaluating it and even setting up plans to mitigate it, I think that's the fun part of my job. But going out and doing kind of the dirty work was pretty difficult, and finding the time to do that was really difficult. And so when we saw that Special Districts was offering the internship, it was pretty exciting for me.
Michael and his staff set up a plan, created the application along with the training process, and selected Logan Dickey as an intern, tasked to undertake the job of collecting large amounts of data.
Well, it definitely involved a lot of asking questions, especially in each department and for the individuals that I came into contact with. So the process involved writing all of the routes, and then driving the routes separately, stopping at each stop and looking at what potential hazards there could be, like broken curbs and tree limbs sticking out. And I would try to put myself in the perspective of a driver in a car, a bus driver, pedestrian, and I would try to take all of that into account when I was looking for hazards.
Literally one of the things that we did was we had Logan follow the staff around. And what he would do is he would just use this check sheet. It was a personal protective equipment hazard analysis check sheet. And he would go through and check off the things that people were exposed to.
After the data was collected, Logan input all the identified hazards into the district's risk register.
I was very impressed with some of the things that they identified, and it'll make a big difference in the day-to-day lives of not just the employees, but also the public.
The information gathered will have a major impact on the Mass Transit District.
And what we want to try to do is go from being reactive to proactive and being ahead of the game. Instead of always paying claims, we want to stop those things from ever happening. And it plays into our reputational risk management, and we want to promote Cherriots as being that safe, reliable ride.
We now have a document and a completed project that gives us a good base of knowledge to move forward. And what's important is we can now use this to be a more proactive organization in making sure not only are our practices safe, but our facilities and locations and bus stops, so that no employees, no riders, no community members get hurt, that we are practicing what we preach when we talk about our values.
Michael is very thankful to SDAO and the programs they offer that have allowed the Mass Transit District to fast-track its hazard analysis project.
So I would recommend that any district try to take advantage of the programs that Special Districts offers. It's a real benefit to us, and it's allowed us to do things sooner than what we had originally planned on being able to do. So it's a great opportunity to take advantage of. I don't understand why anyone wouldn't take advantage of that.